teams now, what do they want? Like, I mean, you talked about a lot of those range carries. Maybe that's where they have to go down the Drow Ranger route.
Let's see. Go the Invoker route. So, like you were saying, they make the transition. DK is going to go safe lane.
As we said, XM's a dirty boy, so who knows?
XM is definitely a very dirty boy indeed, and he's played this Viper many times, especially of late. Yeah. One thing, I haven't necessarily actually seen him play up against that many Invokers lately, but certainly he will have some experience with this matchup. I think they'll need to figure out ways to involve Xin-Q in that mid lane. I do not want to see them just leave Analog, because I don't think XM can fully threaten him by himself. So if they can bring in the supports, make sure that they add pressure onto Analog, delay his game as much as humanly possible, I feel like they need to sort of run over this game. If this game is even at like 30-35 minutes, I'm going all in on Heroic at that point in the game. I'm kind of also worried about like Xtreame's damage output as this game scales later and later, and as these heroes get tankier and tankier, the Centaurs, the DKs, more and more levels on the Omni, more and more items. No one's gonna fight. It's just gonna be a bounty rune trade, perhaps.
I'm not trying to fight bottom here. They are pretty strong level 1.
Taking a lot of damage here. Divine Llama is also being pressured at the moment. Blood grenades are being dropped, so they're abandoning their Treant Protector.
You've just achieved first
blood. DY, somebody had to get killed, and today it happens to be you.
KJ has the fastest fingers in the West, I think, with that rappel. That was probably one of the fastest rappels I've ever seen on an arrow in my life, because that would have been K1 losing second blood. But luckily enough for Heroic, they got the
30% HP by now, but it's Invoker. Can't really do that.
Yeah, that's the problem with Invoker, right? Is it's just really one of those heroes right now that just has so much regen and so much sustainability from themselves that the Viper really can't push him out, and especially it being Coswex as well. That it's just all too easy for him to just burn a lot of this mana and kind of just be a problem. I really like what KJ is doing as well. It's got to the point in this lane where, unfortunate for Davai Lama goes down in the bottom lane, but it's got to the point now in this lane where I feel like XXS and K1 have kind of just had like that gentlemanly handshake where they're just like, okay, both of us are going to be annoying laners, but neither of us are really going to kill each other unless we completely screw up. So the supports are going to go run around and at least try and hold off mid for Xin-Q throwing some arrows, right?
Some sportsman-like.
But she's got to the point where they're like, okay, let's just bring all of our resources towards this middle lane. This is probably going to be our easiest avenue to get some of these kills. You know, you just set up with a Tornado and EMP combo, and then Schofield can come in and just throw a little bit of that extra damage with a concussive shot. Maybe they can kill XM and take a bit of this tower, because the tower is going to be oh so important for XXS to keep these ancient stacks alive.
We're playing with the Scarif Mage in the top lane as well. Schofield, no viable targets as of yet. Dragon Knight form goes in. They're looking for XXX. They stun him up. This is a lot of damage, but this is a Bristleback who just received some healing from the Treant Protector. Not going to be enough to kill him. Did fall to about 30 HP, but he's fine. And here comes Xin-Q looking for vengeance. You touch our boy, we take your lives. Killing off KJ in a very cool fashion there. And none of the lanes ended up suffering too much as a result. They're going back in though. K1 looking to try and bring down XXX. XXX though still kept alive. Analog looked for the Tornado, missed onto the Bristleback, so cannot find the kill that he needs. And now he's slowed down by the Nature's Grasp. Here comes Ame out of nowhere, shackles into a tree, hits him with the ultimate. And that is going to be the end of the life of this Invoker. Heroic try to punch them in the nose in the top lane, but instead got their heads taken off as a result.
Yeah, just beautiful execution there from Xtreame, right? Like just the way that they're able to constantly kite around. XX involved in some of these kills, get that kill on Analog, and things start to look a little bit spicy here. So Xin-Q's probably dead.
Yep, didn't catch him with all the spells, but did manage to find the Urn out on him. Should lead to a quick death. They popped the Stampede even just to make sure that they can beat a hasty retreat.
Wow, right? Like they went towards mid, they're putting a lot of pressure on with the Viper. He's not around there, so they go, okay, Analog's probably trying to gank. What's the best place for them to gank right now? The safe tier 1. You know, it's very, very hard for them to try and get a response to any of these other two towers, so they're just going to let this bottom tier 1 go down. And with that, it just means once again, Analog has wasted quite a lot of time, and this is his third attempt now to try and get something going, and maybe XSS is the target, but look at how much damage K1's taking already. He's got 4 stacks on him.
Didn't go for it now. There's a Tornado EMP combination. They should have enough to kill off XXX. And thank God it goes the way of Analog as well.
Minute mark. You're going to have Arme. He's got his Maelstrom up and ready now. XM's got this Dragon.
Yeah. I'm mostly worried about Analog on Heroic. I've been following him for a little bit, And outside of the 2 kills, more place to go. At the very least, XM will show himself middle. A nice viable target. They will jump on him. Let's see if they can blow him up. He's inside the Mystic Flare right now. Overgrowth will be there. DY trying to render some support. XM is still alive. Living armor. Working miracles. He's still gonna die at the tornado. Catches him at the very end. But this might be an expensive kill for Heroic, as they've already lost the Omni Knight. Schofield attempting to run himself towards the west, but he knows his life is forfeit. So it's a 2-for-1 exchange. Yes, XM does die, but an expensive exchange for Heroic, and you can't even pressure towers after this kill. They're just only lasting for another minute at this point. So they're daring them to come and fight. DY will delay proceedings as long as possible, and here come the TPs. Viper coming in, XXX coming in. They get the ultimate. Out onto K1. The arrow though does not connect, so he can still get out of here. And they're still waiting with the Stampede if needed. Tornado went in. They caught XXX. He's been hit with the Mystic Flare. Sunstrike to boot. He's almost dead. Eventually does die, but Divine Llama follows him into the grave. Now though, K1 Hector with the BKB going. They bring down Arme, turn their attention towards DY, burn him down with the meatball. That's 2 heroes already gone. K1 Hector still standing strong. More than 50% HP available. Still has the Omni Knight behind him. And it looks like this tier 1 tower, or tier 2 tower, excuse me, is going to be falling just like some of these heroes on XG.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Gets 2 heroes inside the hook stomp. It's Centaur starting off the fight well. They've blown up the Xtreame Protector. Now they're looking towards XXX. He's dishing out a lot of damage with this Bristleback, but it's not going to be enough. K1 Hector brings him down. Arme with his BKB active going for the whirlwind, but he dies during the whirlwind. The MKB a little bit too strong from K1. And now XM yet again getting caught in the double stun of the Vilama. He gets killed off. Joined in by Shin Q. It's an ultra kill for K1 Hector and a team wipe for Team Heroic. And that's unfortunate because
Radiant's top levels has fallen.
it's a 9k gold lead. They're smoking up through the middle. K1 Hector is very, very cavalierly just pushing a lane of racks. Just don't mind me, guys. I'm just chilling, doing my thing. Dude, this is actually highway robbery. How can you do this and then just walk away? There's nothing we can do about it. In fact, they jump in though. DY look for the overgrowth. Didn't find enough targets though. The tornado caught Army in the top, so he cannot really help with this fight. But they blew out the Schofield Skyrat Mage. DY will end up falling, and now here comes K1 Hector, wanting to rein in his damage, fighting 1v1 against this Bristleback. He's been shackled up though. This might be their opportunity. This might be the only time. He's falling lower and lower, and they eventually get him. K1 is down. Now, who else is going to be taken along with him? Divine Llama trying to run down XM, but he's run out of mana right now. Starting to run out of HP. XXX just running around him, trying to dish in the close spray damage. The arrow will miss both of the targets. And I don't think he wants to go up the hill for the full chase. Tornado ensures that the TP out is there for the Centaur. He's going to be cool. I don't think KJ will be as lucky. They were hoping for a Sunstrike kill onto XM at the very least, but it does not emerge. And that fight, we were wondering consistently, Fluke, how do they get in? DY fight. I don't think that Heroic want to fight them with this Aegis, but they're gonna have to take the fight regardless. As here they come on the high ground. DY looking for overgrowth targets, doesn't find it just yet. And XXX already falling so low. He ate a Mystic Flare, ate a ton of damage. Gonna be forced to use the Bloodstone with the Bristleback. Gets him up to some decent HP. DY breaks up the fight with the overgrowth that gives XM a chance with Ame there with the whirlwind. He's in between three heroes. Look at Ame go! Already killing off the Invoker, taking KJ with him. And now Divine Llama hoping to try and escape this one. Vladimir, will he drop down? He's gonna get killed off. XXX with the damage. 3 heroes have fallen. Ame finally gets the opportunity with the whirlwind active to really lay in the damage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's